Hey everyone, Kupo here and welcome back to my Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster walkthrough. In the previous episode, we took down Kefka at Nash and defended the Esper, but Terra's mysteriously disappeared. So now we need to go find her. So we're going to head all the way to Kurlingen and go from there. So we're going to head down, have to go to Figaro Castle first. Make sure, by the way, Edgar is in your party. It's going to prove really useful when we do some shopping in Figaro Castle. So in we go. Home sweet home. Sabin's gonna wander around for a bit. And we're gonna take the opportunity to just rest up. It's been a while since we rested. Now's as good a time as any. And yeah, time for some flashbacks. To be fair, Sabin, I'd be more surprised if it had changed a lot. What did happen? So we know that Edgar and Sabin's father was ill for a while. And clearly bad things happened. And Sabin did the very mature thing and ran away. Can barely blame him though. Eventually succumbed to his illness, which is super unfortunate. And yeah, unfortunately, their dad did end up dying. But here's the High Priestess to, you know, not put any pressure on. And Sabin, as always, being very rational. I wonder if it's true that the King of Figaro was poisoned. Could just be a conspiracy theory. You know, get a younger person on the throne. Destabilize the kingdom. Beautiful sky, by the way. Beautiful. Honestly, Figaro would probably collapse and burn if Sabin and Edgar left. And, well, one of them's got to have freedom. Coin toss, go! "10 years, that is a long time. And Edgar's not even mad that Sabin's sitting on his throne. And they're two very different fighters. As a result of Sabin choosing his own path. I wonder if Sabin would use tools more. If he stayed in Figaro. 10 years, but the sprites didn't change, did they? Didn't bother with that bit. Okay. Time to do some shopping. We do need to buy some items that will make the... Oh, I've gone the wrong way. We do need to buy some items that will make the upcoming areas just that little bit easier for us. So the first thing I want to do is head into this room here. And we're going to buy some new tools for Edgar. Half price because Edgar's in the party. So we're going to take Flash and we're going to take Drill. And by the way, that scene we just played only happens if both Sabin and Edgar are in your party and you rest for the evening. It's very easy to skip that scene. So yeah, with everything being half price, I'm going to buy 31 high potions, 31 Phoenix Downs, and 31 Holy Waters. And then I am going to sell... let's see. Let's see what we've got that I don't need anymore. I'm going to sell both Hyperists. I'm going to keep the one that's equipped, but I'm going to sell those. I'm also going to sell the White Cape. Don't need it. Keep the Genji Glove, of course. What else? Yeah, Black Belt can go. And then... the Reflect Ring isn't actually that useful. We have better defensive mechanisms than Reflect, which feels very weird to say, but it's true. And then we're not really going to worry too much about Berserk and Confusion, so we're going to sell that. Okay. That is that. Got everything that we wanted. So we want to make our way to Kurlingen. And the way we do that is that we need to speak to the technician. Where is the technician? The technician is all the way in the basement. So we need to go back to the entrance, go down the left set of stairs, speak to this guy. And yes, I would like to go to Kurlingen. Ta-da! Go under the sea. Under the sea. Down where it's wetter, down where it's better. Take it from me. Anyway, we're in Kurlingen. And we need to make our way to the town. But before I do that, there's a couple of enemies I want to run into, one of which is in the desert. It's not this one. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is, the Fossil Dragon, 1,399 HP. Weak to fire, ice, water, and healing. Wow, that's a lot of things. It's also a zombie. What happens when we try to cure the zombie of the zombie status? It dies. Very easy. Yeah. Something that's cool about this game is that it's not just Phoenix Downs that are going to one-shot the zombies. Holy Waters also one-shot the zombies. That's amazing. Yeah, Sandstorm is Fossil Dragon's best attack. It is very scary. Let's see. Let's go into the grass and see what else we can find. Alright, Blood Fangs and Vultures. Blood Fang has 325 HP, no weaknesses. Vulture has 412 HP, weak to wind. At this stage, we are just going to do the normal things. Let's talk about Flash. It attacks and inflicts darkness on all enemies, uses the Tools command, of course. It's exactly the same strength as the Auto Crossbow, except it scales with magic power instead of attack power. So we're going to use that. And yeah, everything else is normal. Boom, nice and easy. And we get the dried meat as well in case we want to feed Gao again. Anyway, The last enemies are in this forest here. Let's see what we can find. Alright, we've got two of the enemies. We've got Rock Wasps and Iron Fists. Rock Wasp 290 HP, weak to fire and wind. Iron Fist 333 HP, no weaknesses. Alright, so let's do this. Aura Cannon as always. Let's show off Drill. It just does heavy damage to one enemy. We'll show it off here. There we go, nice easy Aura Cannon. 371 damage, look at that. At this stage, you may well just want to steal with Block instead. Don't be afraid to do that. But yep, there we go. Some levels up. Level up, sorry. One more enemy to find. Let's find it. Here it is, the Paraladia. 492 HP, sorry. Weak to fire. So let's get the flash in. Let's get some Bushido going, and that should be good enough. Yeah, Paraladias as well can poison you. Very nasty. Make sure you have some antidotes. If you've been following this guide, you should still have about 10 of them. Yeah, Rock Wasps as well apparently can send you to sleep. I should really know that, but yeah, that was a surprise. Okay, now that's done, let's make our way into Kurlingen. Okay, welcome to Kurlingen. There are two things we can do here. The first thing I want to do is sneak into the back of this house. Ignore the funky music. We're just going to get this green beret and get out of here. Next thing I want to do is head into the house on the northwest here. More story. And Locke and not protecting women name a more iconic duo. Flashback time. Rachel and Locke go on a magical adventure. Looks like Mount Colts, to be honest. And of course, Rachel sacrifices herself to save the hero, who then falls down after her anyway. And then Rachel with the classic JRPG amnesia. And Locke and father-in-law clearly not getting along. That's what you get for being a thief, treasure hunter. And time for Locke to get the hell out of Kurlingen. Way to make yourself feel at home. Rachel killed in an Imperial attack. Oof. And yeah, turns out Locke is 0 for 1 in protecting women. Terra and Celis. To be determined. Anyway, we can check out this clock here for an elixir as well. But that house that had the funky theme going. We went round the back, but what if we went round the front? What if we go down these stairs? Oh, this is creepy. That looks like Rachel's dead body to me. Oh dear. Locke, my boy, what are you doing? Maybe there will be a way to call her spirit back. You know, reanimate the dead. Oh, mate. You've got it really bad. Think you might have been duped. But who knows? Anyway, let's get out of here for real. Next thing I want to do is head to the north of the continent. There's one more thing we can pick up here. And if I just get to this house here. Welcome to the Dragon's Neck Cabin. If I look in this pot here, there's the Hero's Ring. We've got a few adjustments we'd like to make to our party. Cyan and Locke can stay in the front row. However, Edgar and Sabin can go to the back row. Let's see what else we can do here. Let's give Edgar the earrings to increase Flash's damage. And I'm also going to give him the Hero's Ring that increases both physical and magical attack power. That's going to increase the drill, the auto crossbow, and the flash as well. Really, really strong item. Really strong item. And then for Locke, just want to optimize him. Boom. Thief's Knife, Heavy Shield, Green Beret, Iron Armor. Brilliant. That's all I wanted. What have you got to say, old man? Ha! Colosseum, hey? I bet we'll never see that. Anyway. Time to head into this funny looking forest. And there's just a chocobo stable. Yeah, I know how to ride a chocobo, thank you very much. Yada yada yada. Yes, I will purchase your finest chocobo for 100 gil. I say purchase, we lose the chocobo when we get off it. Chocobo. Funky chocobo music, go! Okay, look at the map. We are going to go south, and then we're just going to follow it round the mountains, like so. There are no new enemies. We've got all the new enemies. So we just need to follow it around to this town here, Jidor. There are a couple of things I would like to do here. First thing I want to do is I would like to go to the mansion at the very north of Jidor. And in this pot, hidden at the very back, is an ether. We will be returning to this mansion shortly. But the other thing I want to do is that I would like to go in here and buy one whole white dress. This is for Celis, but we're not going to equip it yet. Obviously, she's not in our party. It's very much for later. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rest at the inn, and then I'll meet you outside your door. Actually, you know what? We're going to rent a chocobo. Might seem like a waste of gil, but honestly, it will just save me from running into random encounters. Once again, don't want to gain any unnecessary don't want to gain any unnecessary levels or take any unnecessary damage. There's some enemies coming up in the next area who can really kick our ass. So, welcome to Zozo, the area with the greatest theme in the world. First batch of new enemies. These are the Gobbledygooks. 350 HP, weak to poison. Which means that we can use Bioblaster for tons of damage. Oh. Ooh. Just like single digit HP short on that Gobbledygook. Excellent. 1 new enemy down, 3 to go. Okay, let's go treasure hunting. The first place is in this pub. We want to go up and to the right. New enemy, Harvester, 428 HP. Weak to poison. Get used to that. That's going to be a common theme. Because every single enemy in Zozo is weak to poison. Just letting you know now. Anyway, we're going to head to the right and then we're going to go to the right again. Boom, ether, done. Let's head all the way back to the entrance, like so. Hopefully we'll run into the other new enemies. Just 2 more now. And here's one of them, and my god, we got lucky. This is the Veil Dancer. 392 HP, weak to poison. Will get one shot by drill. Normally accompanied by other enemies. However, if she is the only enemy, she will use Fire, Blizzara, Thundara, and they're powerful. They will one-shot your team members if single target, or it will do heavy damage to all your party if it's multi-target. Anyway, 1 enemy left, and this enemy can only be found outside, so fair warning. Now, this clock here, you can get the correct answer to where to set this clock by talking to all the residents of Zozo, and the only time they don't say is the solution. However, the solution is fixed, and I will just tell you what it is. It's 6, 10, 50. And by correctly answering that, we can go up here, pick up this chainsaw. Similar to the drill. Does heavy physical damage and has a small chance of inflicting death. However, if the enemy is immune to death, it will do no damage. And this is the other new enemy, the Hill Gygus. 1200 HP, weak to, you guessed it, poison. Wow, shocking, I know. But the scary thing about this particular guy is that when he dies, he has a 1 in 3 chance of doing magnitude. Doesn't do it here. But magnitude is basically going to do medium earth damage to all enemies, and that can, if your characters are low, that can wipe you out. So be very careful. Anyway, inside here we've got a potion. And that's all the chests that are off the beaten path in this area. We now want to go down here and into the fake relic shop. All the shops are fake, by the way. Every single one of them. In fact, if I talk to this guy... Come on, talk to me. Talk to me. No relics here. And also, remember what I said about everyone here being a dirty, stinky liar? So the guy said, no, definitely no, no girl at the top of this building. There's totally a girl at the top of this building. But which girl could it possibly be? I wonder. Anyway, I want to go up all these stairs here. And at the very top is this chest containing the Brigand's Glove. Nice little relic. Let me show off what it does. So the Brigand's Glove is only equipable by lock, and it basically changes the steel command to mug, which is basically attack and steel combined. Very useful. Anyway, we're not going to use it, but we might do so later. We're going to head back down, and we're going to go across here, like so, all the way across. And we're going to enter here. Alright, and from there, we're going to go and examine these 2 pots here for another ether and a high potion. And from here, I just want to follow the path. It's fairly simple from this point onwards. Round here. Enter this door. Shouldn't be too many encounters left. Yeah, the less encounters there are, the less editing I have to do later tonight. So there's just one more treasure chest before we have to take on the boss. And if we look in this door here, we get into an encounter. The timing on that was completely coincidental, by the way. You don't get into an encounter just by walking into this room. But by walking into this room, you do get a Burning Fist, a really good weapon for Sabin, and one that we will take advantage of, but not right now. We've got an upcoming battle, so I just want to heal everyone up. Anything else? Formation's good. Edgar and Sabin are in the back row. I'm actually going to take a quick save here. Okay, let's take on this guy. Yeah, how about you just get out our way? Yeah, just let us pass. Psych! Turns out he's lying. This is Dadaluma. And for some reason, Siri decided to get involved again. Don't know why. 3,270 HP, weak to poison. I want to do a certain order. So I want to open with Edgar doing drill. Then I want Lock to attack. Once again, hovering over my selection to try and pause Dadaluma's ATB bar whilst everyone's doing their animations. It's kind of important. Got the jeweled ring, amazing. Let's see, Aura Cannon. Oh, 666, that's not good. Again, the less turns Dadaluma makes, the better. So when he takes a certain amount of damage, he can throw high potions and potions at himself and cast Protect as well, which isn't ideal, but it is what it is. Okay, so we're just going to carry on doing what we were doing. He's not got that much health. He's weak to poison, but the amount of damage that drill does basically is better than Bioblaster. Okay. Shockwave. Ow, that kind of hurt. If you take too long to do this, then Dadaluma has a chance of summoning 2 Iron Fists to help him out. That is super unfortunate if that happens, but honestly, it's all about DPS. There we go. Down he goes. $1,200 gil, no experience, but we do get the Twist Headband. Nice. Okay, let's have a look. I wish to take the Geiger's Glove off of Cyan. And I think that's it for now. Time to head up into here. No more encounters. Congratulations. Or no more encounters in Zozo anyway. Once you go into this room. There are 2 treasure chests. You get the Hermes Sandals, which as we know grant haste, and an X potion as well. If I very quickly check. That is all the chests and items in Zozo. Hooray! And, well, this person looks familiar. Urgur. Terra, 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 Terra. Here comes Rama. That's one hell of a majestic beard, it's got to be said. She is indeed our friend. But, it's kind of unfortunate that they've decided not to attribute this text to anyone. The person speaking will be the person that's in the first slot which for us is Edgar. Oh, Terra's sort of going crazy again. Yeah, so this is a power she has. And maybe it's a power that we'll be able to use in battle later. Who knows? And this is Rama, or Ramu, depending on which Final Fantasy you're playing. According to 15, it's Rama. According to 14, it's Ramu. So the answer is no one knows. Maybe Final Fantasy 16 will tell us. So yes, Espers and humans live in separate worlds. And Rama has been living here for a while because he looks human. And since he can live here without anyone discovering the truth, he's left alone. Because humans and Espers can't live side by side. Except they can. But they can't. But they can. But they can't. But they can. But they can't. But they can. Until they couldn't. The War of the Magi changed everything. Are we going to get a history lesson? Time for a history lesson. So, Espers and humans infused with the power of Espers would attack each other. Is it voiceover time? It's voiceover time. After that meaningless war had ended, the Espers fashioned a new realm to which they exiled themselves. They feared that if they remained, it would only be a matter of time before their powers were targeted again. But then one day, about 20 years ago, humans stumbled upon the entrance to that hidden realm. Humans who knew, oh, fine, and thus began the hunt, for Gestahl, the leader of the men, knew that he could use the powers extracted from us to create an invincible army. See what I mean by auto-scrolling text and normal text being very different? It's really annoying. As soon as we realised what was happening, we erected a massive gate and forced the humans out. He said erected. Yes, that's it. A metal gate will stop them. So yeah, the Empire's got a Magitech research facility, and the Espers are being drained of their powers, and that's a super mega bad thing. But Rama managed to escape and hide in plain sight. But this is Zozo, so he's lying, right? No, he's actually telling the truth. And she has now calmed down a little, but she remains white and pink. And Rama is able to communicate with Terra because Terra is an Esper. Maybe. Maybe not. No, she's different. And also in a lot of pain. And also suffering an identity crisis. Hence, she is in a lot of pain. But she just needs to find herself. She needs to go on a meditation retreat. Or something like that. So, guess we're going to Gestahl's Magitech research facility. Bust out some Espers and save the day. Yeah, but Rama could have saved his friends and chose not to. And, yeah, guess they're going to have to become Magicite. And, yeah, we're going to start unlocking the true potential of our characters. Yeah, so Magicite, if you're familiar with materia in Final Fantasy VII, Magicite is basically an Esper's essence, shall we say. And when you equip an Esper's Magicite to a character, you will start learning abilities. And when you level up, you will gain certain stats. That's why we've been limiting our level ups. So we're going to be introduced to the first 4 Magicite of the game. These are Kirin, Siren, Keiichi, and, of course, Rama. Boom. And we're going to start really getting quite powerful. We're still not going to deliberately gain levels until we get certain Magicite, and I'll explain what we're looking for as we go throughout the game. So yeah, basically the Magicite have to sacrifice themselves. So the Espers have to sacrifice themselves in order to become Magicite. And they're doing this so that there is no second War of the Magi. Okay, so Rama, Kirin, Siren, and Keiichi. Keiichi is based on Catshi, which is a cat of Scots Gaelic origin. Kirin and Siren, I don't know too much about. Siren you'll recognise from Final Fantasy VIII, and Kirin just does things. So, each character can equip 1 Esper at a time. When you equip an Esper, you'll see that you'll learn things, you will learn magic abilities. And the acquisition rate is basically at the end of every battle now you will gain magic points or AP depending on the version. And so if you gain 1 AP and the acquisition rate is times 10, the progress will become 10%. If you gain 1 AP and the acquisition rate is times 2, you'll get 2%. Simple as that. Each Esper also gives you the ability to gain some stats when you level up. For example, with Rama, it's stamina +1. And of course, once per battle, you can use your Esper's ability. For Rama, it's Judgment Bolt, AoE lightning damage. Kirin, it's Holy Aura, gradually restore the party's HP, or cast regen on everyone. Siren casts Silence on all your enemies. And Catshi confuses all enemies with Cat Rain. You cannot convince me that's not just Keiichi taking a piss on his enemies. I'd be confused too if a cat took a piss on me, to be fair. But anyway, so that's Espers in a nutshell. Some Espers are better than others, and some Espers that you might think are useless are actually some of the most powerful Espers in the game. Alright, I think that's enough Esper explanation. I will start moving equipment around and equipping Espers to people once we get out of here. Okay, I think that's everything. And look! Celes and Gao are here from Nash, because Nash doesn't need protecting anymore, apparently. Yeah. Time for some more post-dungeon characters talking to each other kind of deal. So yeah, we're going to get a summary of what's been going on. Esper's been draining magic from Espers. Sorry, Gestalt, the Empire, has been draining magic from Espers. But they haven't been using their full potential. Sabin is asking Celes for confirmation. And Celes just doesn't know. Or she does know, but she's in denial. Pick one. I know which one I would pick. And, yeah, we need to slip into the... get to the Empire somehow. But we also need to defend Nash. The upside of leaving Nash temporarily exposed is that we can swap our party members now, and we will take advantage of that. So Locke's going to do his whole I must protect woman. Salas is going to go because she knows how to sneak in. Which leaves room for 2 more people. And we're going to take the Chuckle Brothers. Again, Edgar and Sabin. Shocking, I know. Alright, so once again, if you want to change party members from here, you have to go all the way back to Nash. We won't be doing that, because we got it right the first time. Okay, no harbours, no ships. But Jador has plenty of aristocrats, and maybe they'll have a solution. Why is Locke coming with you? Because his dead girlfriend is giving him anxiety. But yeah, let's pretend it's because of legendary treasure. And not because of dead girlfriend issues. Okay. A couple of things I want to change around. For some reason, everyone's back in the front row. Salas back to the back row. Locke back to the back row. Edgar back to the back row. Excellent. And then from there, I want to keep Sabin in the front row, because we've currently been relying on his magical skill. We're going to start relying on his physical skill now. So, first thing I want to do though is assign everyone except Salas and Esper. I want to give Locke Ramu, because we are actually going to use Judgment Bolt in an upcoming fight. Very powerful ability. Edgar, I want to give Siren. I want him to have access to sleep in particular. And the beefiness as well, coming from the HP plus 10% for every level up, is a nice little addition. Sabin, I want to give Kate Shi, because the magic plus 1 level up is really good for his magic based blitzes like Aura Cannon. Excellent. However, for the time being, I'll be equipping Sabin with some physical stuff. I am going to give him the Genji glove that we took off Cyan, and I also want to give him the Gigas glove, whatever, to give him a 25% boost to his physical attacks. We're about to really do some big damage with Sabin. And then for Locke, gonna stick him back on the Mithril Knife. Easy. And then... oh no, we're not going to give Salas and Esper, but we are going to cure everyone. Repeatedly. Alright, time to head out of Zozo. And we're going to go to Jador and find out if we can get to the Imperial Magitech Research Facility in the next episode. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Please, please, please don't forget to give a like on the video if you've enjoyed what you've seen and if this has been useful to you. But yeah, I'll see you in the next episode. But in the meantime, take care, stay safe, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Bye bye!